Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining this webinar. My name is Amit. I work as the Vice President of Corporate Services at Task Outsourcing, and I'm excited that all of you are here, and thank you all for your valuable time. Today, we're going to be giving you some insights about the Premium Iqama program in Saudi Arabia and how it can benefit your organization. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat box at the end of this webinar. We will pick up the top 5 questions and try and answer them as fast as possible. A bit about the organization that I represent. At Task, we specialize in providing cutting-edge solutions to businesses for combining market expertise when it comes to human resource management, compliance management, company setup, premium Iqama, and payroll solutions. We pride ourselves in delivering exceptional value for our customers, helping them navigate complex management and operational challenges. The purpose of this webinar today will focus on premium residency programs and the types of premium residency programs, which is a strategic initiative launched by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as a part of Vision 2030. The program is designed to attract high-value expatriates, skilled professionals, investors, and entrepreneurs by offering long-term residency with a flexible model that doesn't require a local sponsor. Let's dive into it. Now, why does it matter? What is a premium residency? The premium residency program is a game changer for organizations to retain top talent for individuals looking to have more autonomy in the Saudi market. It is designed to foster growth, which when it comes to economic growth, attract global talent in key sectors like technology, finance, education, and healthcare, and diversify the economy in line with Vision 2030. What are the objectives of a premium Iqama? The key objective is to encourage foreign investment and entrepreneurship. Today, as a foreigner, when you open up a company, you have options to either partner up with a local partner or with a local entity, or else open up a 100% foreign entity. With the premium Iqama, you basically take up the residency, come into the kingdom, and open up your entity via MISA, which allows you 100% ownership. It also encourages skilled professionals and investors to contribute to the ever-changing and the ever-growing Saudi economy today. Let's talk about the benefits of premium Iqama a bit, right? The key objective, like I mentioned, is foreign investment. It's also good to see what would be the benefit to employees or to entrepreneurs. For businesses, the premium Iqama offers significant advantage. It can help with Saudization exemption. Now, for instance, if you have an employee who is on a premium Iqama, and if you host them via your GOSI, they are not counted as non-Saudis. It eventually will improve your NITA card score and eliminate the work visa and the Iqama process. Now, what's the benefit for individuals? For employees, it can offer entry and exit, which is going to be pretty seamless. You do not require an entry and exit, and it can also extend towards their family members. And it also allows an employee to invest in a business without needing a sponsor's help. Let's now look at the categories of premium Iqama. Now, basically, there are categories like executive residency for top executives, special talent residency, these are for skilled professionals, investor track, and entrepreneur track, which is for people who are trying to bring in business and are also trying to invest in Saudi Arabia, just like buying a house in the kingdom, right? Each of these tracks have got specific benefits and are tailor-made to the needs to the applicant, whether they are seeking permanent residency or a limited term option. Now, let's look at the comparison with how a premium residency is compared to a typical ICAMA, right? Now, in a premium ICAMA, you do have a dependent category. You can sponsor dependents, and the duration of the premium ICAMA would also be applicable for your dependents. In a premium ICAMA, you would need some sort of a help where if you are applying basically as an employee with a higher salary brand, wherein you will need credentials from your employer so that you can be sponsored, or your typical ICAMA can be converted into a premium ICAMA. You are basically allowed to have a business ownership. You are also allowed to have a family sponsorship. But if you compare that with a traditional ICAMA, you are allowed to have a family, but only certain designations are allowed to have a family sponsorship. Is there a Saudization exemption? In a premium ICAMA, yes, there is a Saudization exemption. But a typical ICAMA, you will not have a Saudization exemption because you would be counted as an expat. Mobility restrictions. Now, in the kingdom, you're not restricted. Your mobility is not restricted. There is a process of entry and exit, but this process no longer would exist if you have a premium ICAMA. You would have an unlimited entry and exit till the duration of your premium ICAMA. Wherein, if you compare with the traditional ICAMA, you're always dependent on the employer's approval. What is the renewal requirement? It really depends on the category of the premium ICAMA. Premium ICAMA basically would give you, there are durations like 1 year, 5 year, and lifetime. Lifetime premium ICAMA does not have any renewal requirement, but 5 year and the 1 year premium ICAMA does have a renewal requirement. Let's look at the application process. Now, today, the kingdom has introduced a portal which is known as the Premium ICAMA Center portal that allows you to select the track which applies to you and go through the entire process. It is a bit comprehensive, but at the same time, it's pretty straightforward. Now, for example, if you're trying to apply as an employee on an employee track, you are required to submit 16 documents. 12 are at the employee level and 4 are at the corporate level, which your employer will provide you. These are few of the list of the documents which are required for you to go ahead and initiate the application process. The application process typically takes between 12 to 24 weeks of approval because there are levels of approvals which you have to go through. And ultimately, once the premium ICAMA is approved, you will have to basically go ahead and convert your traditional ICAMA to the premium ICAMA via the premium ICAMA center. At Task, what we have tried to do is we have tried to simplify this process. So I'd like to introduce all of you to Onboardify, which is a Task SaaS-based product, which allows you to submit the application of the premium ICAMA so that our GR executives can take your premium ICAMA application forward. And at the same time, track where your application is at. It allows you to access real-time data and also allows you to interact with a GR representative whenever you have any questions or concerns regarding your applications. Please don't be afraid to ask questions regarding Onboardify or any questions that you may have by the end of this webinar. All right, now that I've spoken about Onboardify, let me take you through the Onboardify dashboard and show you how seamlessly you can apply for a premium ICAMA for your employees. What I would like to show you here is the Task 360 website. Now in Task 360, we have Onboardify for customers who want to basically set their organizations or open their companies over here. We have got Onboardify for immigration, premium ICAMA, and mobility services. And we have Governify, where we manage the customer's compliance. Our objective at Task 360 is to ensure we take the customer through a product journey and product-based service. Sticking to our topic, let's look at Onboardify and what Onboardify does specifically for premium account. Today, when you hit on Onboardify, you will come onto the screen wherein it would welcome you, and it has 3 tabs. Number 1 is request a service, track the request, and the overall status. Let's go ahead and request a service. Hit on request a service, and there you go. You have got 4 products or 4 processes which we can help you with. Mobility services, contract staffing services, premium ICAMA, and soft landing. And today's topic is premium ICAMA. So let's go and submit a request. Once you click on submit a request, you'll have a form which would pop up in front of you, which would have the details of the applicant, personal statement, which is required, mandated by Premium ICAMA Center, passport number, ICAMA number, email, credentials, religion, marital status, date of birth, and all the documents. Once you suffice all the requirements and upload the document, go back to your home screen and simply click on track a request. And there you go. You will basically see the request in the shape of cards. If you want to further see the reason, you go ahead, click on it, and you may be also able to interact with us via this tool. So now I'm going to take you through 2 case studies, and these case studies are pertaining to our existing customers whom we have helped navigate the whole life cycle of a premium ICAMA. Now, one of our customers was facing challenges retaining one of their key members of the team. Basically, complexities were related to cost associated with the regular ICAMA renewals. The executive was very senior, very crucial to them. Hence, they reached out to us for a solution. Now, Task facilitated the Premium ICAMA application via the Premium ICAMA Center. However, while doing this, we used our online tracking system, Onboardify. As a result, there was a cost reduction when it comes to traditional ICAMAs. The executive was happy because now the executive basically can not only have a premium residency, he can also extend the premium residency to his family members and can have unlimited exit and re-entry visas to the kingdom, and operational stability, which is very crucial for continuity of business. The second case study is about an investor track. Now, wherein a European real estate hospitality investor wanted to open up their shop here in Saudi Arabia. The solution was Task basically supported the investor to map out the entire process which is required to apply for the premium residency, understand the whole documentation process, and take them through the entire journey. As a result, they successfully opened up a luxury resort in the kingdom. This also helped them expand their business and leverage their services to their potential customers. And we're talking about an increased growth of 40% within a year. I now would open the floor for any questions that you may have, and would be more than happy to answer them. Before I finish, I'll also like to emphasize on the fact that we are going to come up with a white paper related to premium residency, which we will pin in the comment box below. Thank you all, and now I wait for your questions. All right, so it seems we have some questions now. All right, let's look at the first one. Is it necessary for applicants to reside within Saudi Arabia during the Premium Iqama application process? Well, good question. The answer is no. While your Premium Iqama application process is under approval, you really don't need to be in the kingdom. However, once the Premium Iqama application is approved, then for the conversion of your Iqama to a Premium Iqama, you need to be inside the kingdom. Now, it really depends on what category of Premium Iqama are you choosing. Now, if your question is related to investor category, then I'm assuming that this investor does not have any residency in the kingdom, so they have to start their application while they are outside the kingdom. If this is for an employee, an executive employee, or a special talent employee, the answer is no. They really don't need to be in the kingdom while the application is under process. It takes around 12 to 24 weeks before the application is authenticated, verified, and approved. Hence, the kingdom understands that you may have travel plans, and hence they are flexible. All right, so let's look at question number 2. What specific documents are required for the Premium Iqama application, and what are their importance? Right. This one is going to be a long answer. I'm going to break this into 2 parts. Number 1 would be the common documents. Number 2, we'll talk about specific documents. Common documents are your passport. Your passport has to have a validity of at least 1 year. Proof of financial stability, which could be a bank statement, could be an investment statement. When it comes to Premium Iqama for people within the kingdom and outside the kingdom, the documents really varies. If you're a special talent or if you're an executive talent, then you need to provide credentials like educational, professional credentials. You also need to basically prove that your minimum wage meets the salary criteria. And you also have to have, if you're a special talent, you also need to have proof of professional expertise, which are in line with the kingdom's focus on high-value professionals. If you're someone who's applying for a Premium Iqama from outside the kingdom, apart from these documents, you would also have to provide a medical fitness report and a police clearance report, which is mandatory. Now, each document plays an essential role in verifying the applicant's qualification and alignment within the kingdom's residency goals, thereby supporting a stable, economically contributive, secure community. Okay, let's look at question number 3. What are the timelines by when one would receive their premium residency? Okay, a very common question asked by everyone who has gone through this journey. Typically, what we have really seen is premium residency, once the application is submitted in the portal, it takes anywhere between 18 to 24 weeks. It really depends on what track have you opened your application on. The special talent track, investor track, executive track, because each track has got different timelines and processes. For instance, for those applying under the entrepreneur track who have secured substantial investment or created jobs, may require additional verification steps. Wherein, if someone who has applied as an executive track, who already has got records in the kingdom of a specific salary, a specific role, may not require additional information. So, like I said, it really depends on the track that you've chosen. But at the end of the day, what we have seen is between 18 to 24 weeks, you should get an alert via email whether your Premium Iqama application has been approved, or would they require additional documentation to take your Premium Iqama application forward. Right, now we have question number 4. Are there provisions of renewing Premium Iqama, and what conditions apply to each track? Right. So there are. Now, it really depends on what type of a premium ICAMA are you on. If your premium ICAMA has a duration, because there is a premium ICAMA where you pay or you invest 800,000 and you get a lifetime premium ICAMA, that premium ICAMA or that category does not need any renewal. But other categories of a premium ICAMA, like for instance, a special talent premium ICAMA, where you have a duration mentioned on your new ICAMA, that would require a renewal. Every category of premium ICAMA where renewal is required, you are required to meet the criteria, the original criteria with which you had applied for the premium ICAMA. So in summary, at the time of renewal, your status has to be either equal or more when you had originally applied. Right, so we have the last question here. What steps are available if a premium ICAMA application is denied? Okay, so by this, I believe you mean, what if your premium ICAMA application is declined and can you reapply? Just trying to rephrase your question. All right. Now, let me put it this way. Now, typically, a premium ICAMA application is only declined when you do not meet the eligibility criteria. Now, if you do not meet the eligibility criteria, our recommendation is do not apply for the premium ICAMA. However, many a times when you apply for the premium ICAMA, the premium ICAMA center may ask you for additional documents proving the eligibility. 90% of the times when people meet criteria, this is the reason why it may prolong the process. Now, for example, special talent track, it's requiring a high-level employment contracts with minimum salary criteria. That employment contract has to be valid for a certain period. The special talent has to mandatorily complete the notice period, and they need to have a notice period completion letter from their employer. Only then they qualify to the premium ICAMA. Again, all these questions, if you see, are really related to the track that you have opened, but typically denials would only happen if you do not meet the criteria. How do you reapply if you are declined due to ineligibility? My suggestion or our suggestion is that you meet the eligibility, you give it time, and then you reapply. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. And I look forward to your questions once we launch the white paper. Me and my colleagues would be more than happy to answer as many questions as we can. Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone.